Let's go to Ingham in North Queensland for the latest on the flood emergency, which has now claimed a second life. Our reporter Sophie Johnson joins us now. Sophie, good morning. What's the situation like there on the ground now?
Well, as you can see behind me, there is still water absolutely everywhere in Ingham. Although the water has receded since the peak on Monday morning, the area is still isolated and inundated. The power has been out for multiple days now, and it is still unclear when that will be turned back on. So everyone is just doing their best at the moment to stay dry and helping each other where they can while we wait for the water to go down.
We were hearing earlier, I don't know if they were pulling our leg, but we're hearing earlier about snakes and crocodiles, so I hope you're safe there, not too close to the water. But probably a bigger issue for a lot of people is that vital link into town on the Bruce Highway has been washed away. How long do we know is that going to take to repair?
That is still unclear at this moment. And yet, like you said, the Bruce Highway, currently no one can get in or out of Ingham in either direction. And the highway is cut south on the way to Townsville at Olera Creek, where a big chunk of the bridge was washed away in the floods. So Queensland Transport and Main Roads have said that they will inspect the major damage with their engineers and make a decision on the best solution where they can. The Queensland Premier, David Crisafulli, has said he's committed to replacing the infrastructure with more flood-prone designs into the future. But this could also factor into the amount of time this will take to repair. And Main Roads say that we can expect some pretty heavy delays.
Yeah, it's certainly a big project. We're just seeing some of the pictures of the flooding there. The Australian Defence Force has also been mobilised, Sophie, but what else is being done for those stranded? Because we've been hearing stories about people who need more fuel for generators, and in the coming days there's an expectation they'll need things like food and water, particularly clean drinking water.
Well, at the moment, the ADF are already flying in multiple resources, including generators, fuel and food supplies. And extra staff for the hospital have also been flown in, along with police officers from Townsville and Brisbane. And generators were flown in to get the local supermarket open so people could grab some food supplies. And one of the petrol stations was also open for a few hours so that locals could get fuel for their personal generators. But this was capped at 20 litres per family. And like you said, the biggest concern at the moment is Ingham's water treatment plan. Without power, there is no way to provide clean drinking water. But the Mayor is hoping to get a generator in so that we can power the water treatment plan.
And just, Sophie, before we let you go, we can see behind you, it looks like you're standing next to a lake. What is that normally? Is that normally a park?
That is Palm Creek, actually, but usually you can see all the way up there is paddocks and cows, and it's usually quite nice and green, certainly not filled with water like this.